Hello, traders out there in Traderland. This is the weekend edition. My name is Des Woodruff here at Grok Trade. This weekend edition is good through Sunday, November 18th, 2012. And I am just wrapping up my mentor events here in Viva Las Vegas. And also, I had the distinct pleasure of hanging out for a few hours there at the Traders Expo on Friday. Had a fantastic time seeing a lot of old faces and friends, and had a chance to shake some hands and hug some necks and see some fans. And those that follow us, thank you so much. And anyway, I posted a lot of videos, or pictures rather, on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/groktrade. I have 50 pictures or so of the event, of different photos. I think you'll enjoy them. Anyway, let's get looking here at the stocks and the markets as a whole first before we get into gold and Apple. We'll be taking a look at. And markets on Friday had a nice little bounce. I called yesterday for a bounce, and I thought it would be more of a significant bounce than we have, but we do have a nice hammer taking place here. But the markets for the week are drastically down, but we have been beat way down. Now we have come into a falling wedge on the S&P daily chart with a hammer. With this hammer, we could be hammering at a bottom, and we are poised to go long into next week if we can make a higher high. If that happens, be looking for long trades. And if you look here on the weekly, I think that those long trades, there is a chance for them to be short-lived. They only might last you 2, 3, 4 days, going higher here on the weekly chart, because we do have a confirmed, right now, a confirmed rising wedge breakdown. If you look at the two brightly colored blue trend lines, you'll see that we are now closed down below this one. We do have a major trend line coming up that can and might serve as support. So if we do start to go higher, we could drift back down around the 1350 mark. We should find support there and hopefully get a bounce. If we do not get a bounce there, then if we break down, the markets are in significant trouble. Taking a look here at the monthly chart, you can already see we have a big monthly chart, rising wedge. We are breaking down as we speak. Arguably, I could have another trend line going from this close to this close, and you can see we have that support coming up yet again. And I'm looking at 1311 as an area of support to be watching for. So while we're here, let's also take a look at gold, GLD, and let's take a look at the daily. If you look at the daily, we have a symmetrical triangle within a symmetrical triangle, and you can see that we hit support, we bounce up, resistance, 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 resistance. That's a good sign. We can't get off of this resistance. There's a good chance that with this bull pullback with a doji, we could get a pop. So I'm calling gold as a buy, but we need to confirm it first with the weekly chart. And if you see here, we are getting a nice bounce here off of a major moving average, and that's our 67 simple moving average that we have here. And it's a 67-week moving average. It's acting as really nice resistance here, support here, and now support here. And we have more upside potential for sure. But here's the thing that's troubling on the monthly chart. We have this support line. Once broken, now is acting as resistance. We're on the wrong side of this trend line. However, again, I see gold as a buy, and I think that there's upside potential here on gold. And a lot of people are looking at Apple right now. On the monthly chart, look at this. We're in a big uptrend. We're pulling back to a major support line. A $500 mark would be a scrumptious buy for Apple. Check this out. Resistance, 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 support with a lower shadow, a 50 or a 67-week moving average coming up, acting as support. I think there's a significant chance of a bounce. We have increased volume here on this candlestick after an extreme low with the lower shadow, so that is in fact bullish. Take a look at the daily. You can see that the people, the buyers that came in on this hammer was significant for a Friday especially. We are in a downtrend, but look at this pinch taking place. I think we have a buy possibility at $532.08. And let's also take a gander at Google. Google here on the daily chart, falling wedge, hammer, looking for a breakout. It is bullish on the weekly chart. Nice pull back to an area of support. This is in fact bullish. And then we are right at a place of support on the monthly, so that is bullish. I'm calling Google as a buy, calling Apple as a buy, I'm calling gold as a buy. And I think that we have some upside potential going into this next week. However, because of the higher time frames and the support levels that have been broken, I believe that we are due for some more downward draft. So stay tuned to the very best of technical analysis here. And if you haven't checked us out at investimonials.com. So again, I'm going to pump a site here that we have no affiliation with. Go to investimonials.com. And it's a site that rank organizations by others, and I think you'll find that beneficial. And again, go to the website facebook.com, and had a good time meeting T3's Scott Redler and many others here, and those that I've talked to about potential partnerships. Look forward to carrying on those conversations. So take care, safe trading to each and every one of you. Remember, capital preservation comes before making money, and soon I will be going to my more professional setup, and the audio, unlike what you have listened to all week, will be much better than it is now. Thank you for staying with us. Share us with a friend. The very best to you.